in my eyes. This is my time. Step up, rise up, fight first, bring it on.
Welcome to the next episode of Remus Talks with your daily host, Remus Kane. Now, the subject for today is none other than the dark assassin Lilith herself. We do share a history of sorts, and I suppose the best way to explain it would be with this video. Have a look.
Here to overthrow the current women's champion. Take back what's rightfully mine. For too long, I've been without my throne.
You think that is enough of a reason for me to give you any power? Anybody can wish for a belt. Your standards are too low for me to even consider giving you anything.
It's not merely the belt that I wish. I wish to overthrow the entire women's division. Prove to them that I am the one true champion. The one and only.
Anything else? I have little time, so you'd better make it quick.
Not only do I want to show that I am the one true women's champion in SWF, I want to show the entire world that I am their one true women's champion. That all are beneath me.
Do tell.
Everyone is below me, yet they cannot see it. They are blinded by their own arrogance to think that they are no longer beneath me, that I am beneath them.
Good. I assume you know who I am.
Of course, Your Highness. Your reputation precedes itself.
Then you know the three from which I go. Lust, pride, arrogance. That one is what is most important right now. You shall have the privilege of sharing in my gift. And it is only simple to receive this gift.
What is it that I must do?
It's quite simple, really. This was the same that I drank from. Well, that Remus drank from. To gain me. It is his privilege, really. Yes, very much like Lucifer. This is the power that you want. Then take it. Don't be frightened. Drink of it.
What will this do to me?
It will give you the power that you'll require. The power that you know you need. The power that I think I've been quite generous to give you. Don't say you're thinking of rejecting my most generous gift.
That's not.
Then drink. Oh, I must warn you. It has side effects. Though, if you are strong enough, you should survive it.
Yes. She's one of the very few people who have met Belial and survived to tell the tale. I know. Myself and Belial have very similar looks. And that is my body that he is using. You really think that a crowned prince could, well, be on this earth and expect the earth to not crack underneath its pressure? Yes. To at least do this somewhat safely. He uses people like me, who can support the vast amount of energy that he has stored whenever he takes possession of this body. But it's not about me today, it's about Lilith. Lilith, I first met her, when would it be? At Cantley. She was with a disgusting individual that I may talk about on another video, but I remember her. I didn't have any true opinions towards her at the time. I just knew that she wanted the SWF Women's Championship and didn't think much beyond it. Why she was willing to work with the Black Widow and Doomsday against Mr. Smiley in a match is beyond me. Mr. Smiley shouldn't even have any match rights anymore. But that's what I remember. And then she was in another match where it was her and Catherine against Mr. Smiley. For someone who wants to try and take a belt, she sure does like working with her a lot. Or is that more bad booking? Maybe the latter, but that's what it would appear to anybody else who was watching. But yes, she started showing more interest in our affairs, the society's affairs, when she started seeing how successful we were. This was about the same time that I held on to both the Sheffield and the Intercontinental Championships. And she approached me. And she wanted to know what it was that I had done to have gained such prestige. And, well, the answer is simple. I simply subjected myself to beings of higher power. The crowned princes themselves. And she was interested to have a piece of this power. She was interested, very much so. So I gave her the directions, and she found her way there. And you saw the video, you know what happens from there. Now, as for what I think about her now, if there's one thing that she is full of, it's potential, but it's also ambition and determination. She wants that women's championship back. She wants it for herself, and she's willing to do anything to get her hands on it. There's one small problem with that. You need to turn up to at least be considered becoming a champion. To at least be considered to be put into a match with a champion. And I've not seen her in a match for a very, very long time. The last time I saw her was at Lock Park, where she was teaming up with Catherine to face Mr. Smiley. I thought you didn't need any help with Mr. Smiley, Catherine, or is it that you feel more comfortable if you've got somebody else there, so then you don't have to deal with the trauma that you had when he turned you into Mrs. Smiley? I mean, it's completely understandable, Catherine, but, well, you might as well be honest with yourself. Lilith. I can understand being out due to an injury. I cannot fault anyone for that. Especially myself. I've been out for injuries before. The human body does need to recover. What I don't appreciate is that you have this determination, and yet I don't see you using it. I don't see your presence on SWF. I don't see you outright demanding matches like myself and Decaro do. I don't see you doggedly chasing after that which you so covet. Which makes me suggest that maybe you're not as determined as you say you are, and that we gave you your power for no reason. Now, you know the hefty toll that comes from taking that power without ever achieving your ambitions. And we do not forget debts so easily, Lilith. So, given the current climate, it would be unfair for me to ask you to return to SWF. However, I must feel inclined that you should return as soon as you can. After all, not only have you got a debt to repay, you have a title that you say you want. Or maybe spending time around one of the Demon Nation's allies is making you soft. It's no secret your relationship with Matthew Barker, a close friend of Crimson's, and certainly not an ally of the Society, or myself, or Belial, for that matter. Be with who you want to be with, but do not forget your allegiances, Lilith. Do not forget. After all, we won't. But all should be well if you do return and you do gain that championship for yourself. But that's all a big if. Because if you don't return, well, we have our ways of having our debts repaid in full. Let's hope it doesn't come to that, shall we? Now, that's all I have to say on her. Determined, ambitious, but lacking in spirit. Something that she's going to have to remedy soon. But beyond that, that's all I can say. leave a like, share, and subscribe, and don't forget to click up here so you can vote on which wrestler I am to talk about next. And hit the bell icon so you can stay updated with all future videos. This has been Remus Talks, and I'll see you all in the next episode.